Another major shock has hit the football world, with the Brisbane Lions sacking their coach Michael Voss.
Decisions like these are never easy, and we understand it will be greeted by a mixed reaction from our members and stakeholders. Ultimately, though, we're adamant that we've made the right decision.
I was literally about to walk into a performance planning meeting, but I got a phone call from the chairman to say, we're having a board meeting today and we're going to make a decision on whether you're coach or not. That was a bit of a bang moment. You didn't have to really be Einstein to realise that something was about to progress. I'd been sideswiped a little bit. I wasn't surprised at the same time. Grabbed my stuff, grabbed my bag, walked out. I rang my wife. It was the first person I rang. I said to her, it's happened. When I sat there in the press conference, and it didn't hit me till I was in the presser, and it was 24 hours later, I'm looking at this sea of people, I'm thinking, who do I trust here? I didn't know who to trust. So when you're sitting there talking, and people are asking you, do you feel like you lost the players or you did this? I'm sitting there literally going, well, I don't know. I decided to get out of the country. First opportunity, I went to New Zealand. I remember sitting up on top of one of the mountains, just looking across Queenstown and just sitting there. That was probably the most emotional, and I don't mind saying that I shed a tear through that time. We always try and put messages in for our kids, and I could look them in the eye, and I did say this to them. Hey guys, there's going to be a lot said about Dad. Some might be right, some might not be, but I can let you know this. Dad gave his best, it didn't work out, and sometimes that happens.
Voss pops on the other side of this, particularly if there's any coaching-related questions out there that you want to fire at Vossy, not just about the coaching of the game, but maybe his own future in the coaching ranks.
Where's this come from?
Feel free to share them.
We've lost 24 coaches in 4 years, have been removed from their roles. We're somehow not making great decisions about who we put into this particular role at the moment.
I think we've got to change the pathway somewhat to think your playing career should get you a job.
Again, as a new coach, and without necessarily that experience, I didn't go down that path, and I wish that I actually did do that.
Vossy I sit and listen to on the radio. He's exactly as I thought he'd be, very, very articulate, understands the game very, very well. I'm sure there'd be things in his coaching that he'd do differently if he had his chance again. Proper accreditation and development pathways is the way to go for coaches.
There's no doubt in my mind there has to be a point system that the person must obtain to be ready for AFL football. We're seeing far too many people fail, and they're failing because they just don't have the experience, and then they're lost. Our game gobbles people up and spits them out. Boards don't get it. Football boards do not get it. But I think the Coaches Association thoroughly understand it, and I think it's a classic one with Michael Voss. He's the first to say now he should have done an apprenticeship. Perhaps James Hird should have done an apprenticeship.
Well, my view is, and quite cynically, the sooner you get a job, the sooner you get the sack. So I'm not sure what the rush is.